But let me throw something at you here real quick with that in mind.
Sure.
Okay? Acoustic drums or electric drums?
Well, that's a whole nother ball game there.
See what I'm saying?
One more time.
See what I'm saying? Not everybody has one or the other. So that's interesting. Like, okay, so that totally...
True. Well, as you either have seen or will see this weekend, our friend James brought over his drum set, and it's an electric drum set. We've had acoustic drum sets and electric drum sets in
both,
the past
right,
for
yeah.
us.
Sure.
Up at John's studio, Shopfield Studios North. I believe you've probably seen his drum set.
Yep.
Here at my studio, we had an acoustic drum set at the old studio down here.
A monster, really cool vintage one.
Once we moved over to the new place, there really wasn't room, and the sound is an issue. Because as you know, we've been talking, I don't use live sound. I'm through in-ears because it's quieter.
Exactly.
So acoustic drums is just out of the question here.
Right.
So electric versus acoustic drums. Now obviously, I think we all would agree acoustic drums look better.
Right.
And in terms of the feel, although high-end electric drum sets are getting closer and closer.
Closer and closer, right.
But you just can't quite get the dynamics and the feel of an acoustic drum set.
Right.
So for those purposes alone, acoustic drum sets are always going to have a special place.
Right.
But if you're just a home studio
Right.
type thing that we're doing, you're just coming around playing for fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Recording wise.
Recording wise and fighting the sound is a legitimate issue when you're in a home or you're in a studio.
Well, somebody I was talking to, they set the level automatically right there. Everybody has to get to that level and above so that it can be heard. And if you have a drummer who doesn't understand or know, and I'm not saying James doesn't know or understand, because I mean I think he can play any genre, any way, and I've seen it just last night. Everybody's been so shocked and excited to but yeah, I think depending on the drummer, certainly their style, their way, I guess they call them heavy hitters or light hitters, I don't know.
And there's brush sticks that help sometimes, but acoustic sets are always probably, like you said, going to set the level.
Right.
And what we mean by setting the level is that you can't turn down your drums. They are what they are.
Exactly.
And sometimes they're very deafening.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just to the point where they're so loud you have to turn everything up. And now
my drum set in my room, when I got rid, I had a big set too. It was my first set was a $200 set off Craigslist, and I mainly bought it for my my son. I wanted to allow him the opportunity to play, not really even knowing he's in 7th grade now and he's in percussion. So I'm pretty happy that he's doing that. But the drum set I picked out was a smaller drum set. And I went around town watching some of my buddies play their live gigs in the local bars and coffee shops. My cousin, I went and saw him play too. And I see a lot of these drum sets that are just tiny. And I'm thinking, of course, we're quite novice with, playing out and understanding all that. And I'm thinking, why would you play out in a bar or a coffee shop with such a small drum set? But then you hear them.
And you realize there's
and I'm blown away by the sound of the drums.
Yeah.
This guy had an 18-inch kick in a bar, a huge, and I mean, I'm not saying it's like a warehouse bar, but it was a good-sized Irish basement bar, Yeah. And wow.
Well, the drums can get very loud.
Right.
So if you get a smaller acoustic set, they still are plenty loud enough in most places.
And they had no mics on them.
But even the smallest acoustic set, well, you know.
Right. We're not talking first act from Walmart, right?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so we're talking some quality to it, you know.
They're going to be an issue if you're just playing like in your basement or in a living room or a bedroom.
Right. In order to get a Led Zeppelin rock sound, it gets a little loud.
So the alternative would be an electric set.
Right.
And in terms of recording, if you're recording drums into your studio, if you're recording acoustic drums, obviously you can't plug them in. So you have to mic them. So now you're talking 2 microphones, 4 microphones, maybe individual microphones, so you're up to 6 to 8 microphones.
And chances are you're going to be wearing some ear protection or listening in your headphones to what's being played while you record the drums, because it will be too loud for your ears to record in a small room.
Right.
Which is what I do.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, and you after you get it set up to record the drums through all these microphones, you now have used 8 inputs into your mixer, so now you need a larger mixer.
Yep.
And you can't listen to see what you're recording or to hear what you're recording because the drums are so loud.
Right.
You can't differentiate between what's the live sound of the drums versus what you're recording.
And it's a lot of guesswork as far as getting your gain set beforehand. Now, 9 times out of 10, with, you know, like anything, if you put the work into it before you start using it, you understand everything to the detail. Like, you helped me EQ my drum set when we first hooked up the mics, which was great because I had no clue or idea how to do that. And when you did, you set the levels and everything, and it was cool. I never had a problem until my mixer went down, which you can find that in another video. And then I had to go through and teach myself how to do that. So I had to set up my EQs and everything after the fact because everything went down.
Right. So with an acoustic set, you have to buy the acoustic set.
Right.
And all the hardware.
Yep.
And the microphones.
Mm-hmm.
And stands for the microphone or clips to connect to the drum thrones.
Right.
The microphones. And the cables for all the microphones you want to use. And a larger mixer.
So what did we come up with?
And then you're loud. Now, acoustic set sure feels great and everything. You can put a shield around it.
Right.
But that would be another expense.
Of course.
And a shield, what's a shield really going to do?
Right. It takes the sound and goes straight up.
Right. You know, you put yourself in a cage.
You're right. Now you're reflecting everything right back at you.
But we're thinking of the typical home musician where you're in a bedroom or a living room. I don't know how many people can put their drums in a cage.
That's not happening. I would say that's got to go to the wayside.
Talk about being loud in there.
Right.
You need some heavy duty.
Right. And I know this is out there because it can go different ways and all over the place with different brands, but you know, we kind of did a quick comparison as to what we thought a good quality digital drum set versus what I have invested in my acoustic set with the hardware.
Right.
Because when I bought my kit, I bought the Catalina Club Jazz Kit shell pack. It doesn't come with anything. I have to buy the hi-hat stand, the snare stand, all the cymbal stands, the throne, the kick for the kick pedal for the kick drum.
Right. For an acoustic drum set, you can get a decent basic starter kit with everything out the door, maybe $600-700.
Right.
For an affordable one that'll get you started.
That has some good quality to it.
Now, if you want to start getting yourself something really nice, or not really nice, but a good quality set of
digital
drums,
right?
They're not going to come with the whole kit for acoustic.
Oh, acoustic. You still talking.
You want to get a step up from your starter kits.
Right.
What you're going to be getting is just the 5-piece or 4-piece drums shells.
Right.
And then you have to buy all your hardware and cymbals separately. So your next line up from the $600 full kit set.
Right.
Once you put all the pieces together, you're going to be probably $1,300.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the alternative is to go to, like I said, a digital electric set.
Right.
Now, certainly, you can spend tons of money. You're talking $3,000, $4,000.
Like anything, if you want,
to get the premium pro grade touring stuff.
Sure.
For the home studios, if you can afford them, great. And if you have the room for them, great.
Yeah, rock it out.
And,
sure.
and Roland and Yamaha also make affordable sets.
Right.
Elisa seems to be the
one in the spotlight, so to speak.
They're the company that seems to try to give you the most bang for your buck.
They don't overload you with different sounds, but rather they give you 5 or 6 that are really good, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like all sets, they give you plenty of fun,
different sounds, right?
They're more for just fun.
Yeah,
as well, I could say. But they all give you decent kits. I think for the average home musician, most of the electric drum sets that are on the market today are going to sound decent enough.
Right.
And pretty much all of them have MIDI capabilities.
Yeah.
The MIDI capabilities would allow you to
change sounds like crazy.
Yeah, import your own sounds from.
Right. You want to buy something off of internet, web page or something that sells these MIDI sounds.
That would work.
Right.
But Lisa's right now seems to be the top of the market for affordabilities and giving you the largest set of hardware.
Right.
In terms of the number of cymbals and stuff. So if you're talking, like as we said, it's $600, $700 might get you a starter acoustic kit.
Sure.
Well, in a starting electric kit, right now, you can get one for half that price, maybe 3/4 of that price.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not going to have full size with that,
but all you need is a throne.
But it's gonna, you just
maybe drumsticks. I don't know if they come with drumsticks. No, James came. Yeah, his came with the drum set.
Yeah, and
drumsticks.
Those will have their limitations.
Sure,
but it's even cheaper than a starting acoustic kit.
Right.
And then
they're not loud.
The next level up would be comparable to your acoustic kit.
Mm-hmm.
The electric kit, probably about the same price. Yeah. So I guess what we're trying to figure out is a debate of the pros versus cons of acoustic or electric in terms of a drum set for home studios. And to be honest with you, I think electric set 100%.
Yeah.
I understand you're not going to get the same feel. I know there's always a hi-hat issue with any electric set. But I believe that in terms of having to fight the sound of an acoustic
the ease of recording and the ease of just simply sitting down, hitting a button to turn things on and start playing, you don't have to then go grab the headphones. You don't have to worry about running a mix that you can hear because you're not going to be so loud.
Right.
So unless you have drum microphones that you've signaturized your studio around or signaturized yourself around.
Yeah, where like this is the drums, this is where the drums are staying.
Right.
These are the mics. These are where the mics are staying.
These are my 1970s or 60s microphones that put out a certain sound that,
touching these at all. This is how it is. Everything else can be adjusted.
Right. Will you get that in an electric set? No, because you have a signature sound. Right. And that's what you have to work with, and that's what you want to work with. Right. So I think you could get really close in an electric drum set to whatever you want nowadays, but getting that exact tone, like if somebody had, say, the signaturized sound from a certain microphone, maybe it was in a fire and it's filled with smoke, and then they used it after the fire and it did something different to the sound that you're never going to emulate or whatever.
So you think the tone of your drums
I totally do.
For an acoustic set would be better and superior to an electric set? In terms of where we're talking budget-wise.
Budget-wise, yeah, I do. I think I have to say yes.
Okay.
I think the electrics get really close.
But I would argue that for a good percentage of the people that are doing this at home as a hobby,
I wouldn't know the difference.
Not necessarily that.
Right.
Wouldn't want to or have the time it takes to EQ each individual acoustic drum input each time and setting all the levels up to
I think you're
make
just
it as dynamic.
I think you set it up one time and then it's good. Right. I mean, unless your mixer goes down,
Hopefully.
Well, hopefully your brain on the electronic module doesn't go berserk after you've programmed whatever you've got in there, Because, again, it's...
Well, you should be able to save each preset you call up.
Sure.
And the higher up you go.
I saved everything on my Behringer mixer when it went before it went down, and I couldn't get it back up.
Yeah. The higher you go up with your electric set,
right.
Obviously, the quality of the drum sounds they give you should go up as
and
well.
I think then you're talking the quality of the sound is certainly going to be there. I think. I don't know because I've never played them.
Right.
You know.
But what do you guys think? And,
yeah, leave them in the comments, please. I want to know.
Also, in our videos for our Friday jams, the most recent ones, anyways, we have used either your acoustic drum sets, which if we've used the acoustic drum set, it's in the video most of the time of somebody playing, either you or your son.
Right, yes.
Okay. In my studio, the songs that I'm covering here, you probably aren't seeing any drums. You're not seeing anybody playing the drums,
right?
But there's drums in there. Those drums have been put in off of the keyboard. So the keyboard drums, I think, in terms of sound quality, would probably be very similar to an acoustic set. It might even be the exact same sound files. And if they're not the same ones, I would assume an electric drum set would have better sounds than a keyboard.
So you're telling, hold on, let me get this right. You're telling me that a keyboard drum set sound recorded into the thing sounds the same as an acoustic guitar?
No, I'm saying that the samples that a keyboard uses for its drum sounds
are close to a digital.
Would be very close to what an electric.
Okay, I wasn't sure where you went with that, so I was trying to figure out, like, what are you saying?
They're both giving you electric drum samples.
Yes, and 9 times out of 10, if you have a Roland keyboard and a Roland drum set, they're probably the same, like you said, the same file.
Yeah,
you would think.
You know, the dynamics of the electric set would probably be better than a keyboard in terms of the sensitivities and the dynamics you can do.
Right.
But in terms of an idea of how they record and sound, it would be comparable. So my question to you guys is, in terms of drums, not necessarily in terms of how good they're being played, but in terms of the sound.
Right. Because we don't drum.
we don't play drums. Your acoustic drum sets in your videos versus the keyboard drums for my videos. Which sounds better? Or do they both sound close enough and good enough that it really doesn't matter? So therefore, I think in terms of a studio, it's better to have an electric set so you don't have to fight the drum issue of combating the sound of it.
But then now you're talking for these people too, like what kind of microphones did they use? Because I didn't use a real high-end microphone for the acoustic set.
What do you mean these people?
YouTube.
Those people.
YouTube. Our folks that are watching this video right now.
So anyways, yeah. My microphone just through the
Your microphone just dropped. There's a ghost over there.
I like it down there.
Looks like you're getting ready to record an amp.
The cat's gonna sing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cat mic. So yeah, it was like, I guess for our listeners to know that at my studio I'm using a low end or a low budget Shure microphone kit for the drums, not the PD one, but the SM57 kit. That so basically I've got SM57s on the tom, the two toms. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the two toms and the snare.
I'll tell you what, to make this easier for you guys. All right, up here in the corner, we're gonna put a link to a video of John's, one of John's Friday jams that uses his drums, and that's got the SM57 microphone drum kit.
Yep. I think a good one would be the White Christmas video I did, because I'm actually using the what do you call those brushes? I'm using the brushes, and I really liked how the dynamic that came out.
I was gonna say either that or your Black Dog.
Yeah, that's true. The Black Dog. That sounds like a machine gun. Because it was, to me, it sounded. I didn't like the recording too much on that. Just.
Okay, well, happy holidays. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
There'll be the Christmas video.
Either one. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Check them out. We got a bunch of videos.
You can't change it now.
Well, there's other songs that I do the drums to, too. Oh, another good one would be my El Condor Pasa. That's another good one. Just saying.
Yeah, I gotcha. Please check out all of John's jams.
Check out all of Napoleon's jams.
Okay, but for the purpose of this video, please just check out
One of them.
Which one?
Oh, which one? Yeah, let's send them to the Christmas one. Let's do that.
White Christmas, right there. So that will give you the sound of John's acoustic drums
Sure.
through the SM57
Setup.
drum kit set.
Yes.
Now, compare that to one of my videos.
And which one do you want to
drums.
link up there for them?
It'll be a surprise.
Listen to this.
That way I don't have to decide right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then you could have just done that for me. You're questioning me right here.
That,
Putting me on the spot. And then, okay, I see. Sly Dog gets his way out of that one, doesn't he?
all right. So that video is a video of the keyboard drums.
Yes, the keyboard drums.
You compare that to your
Acoustic
Acoustic
drums.
drum.
With the SM57 style microphone setup.
And for fun, here's a third video for you of Mary Jane's Last Dance from my old studio
Yep.
using acoustic drums through a mic kit that's even cheaper than your mic
Yes.
kit.
Yeah. Samson?
I
Was that
don't-
Samson?
I don't remember.
I think it was the Samson kit.
Samson mic kit. There you go.
I ended up with that set at one point too.
Right. So there's three different drum sounds.
Yeah, good idea.
So we want to know, what do you think? Is there a difference? Is one better than the other?
Right.
Let us know in the comments.
But hopefully you dug our Sunday conversation here with coffee. Can't tell you where I got it from. Hopefully it's not on camera.
I'm pretty sure.
Unless they're going to pay us, I'll show them.
If
Call them up.
if you're from the area, something tells me you've seen it.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope to hear and see you in the
Is this how
comments.
it's done?
Like this, baby. Yeah. Please like, subscribe, and belly yo. Cheers. See ya.
Thank you for checking out YouTube.
Because we work for YouTube now. They hired us. We were so good that YouTube got a hold of us.
Wow.
We don't even have a plaque yet.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
We do. It's just behind the camera. You can't see them. There's a ton
Right.
of plaques over there.
Never mind the subscriptions we have right now. It's working.
Yeah, trust us.
We're just, it's like
Definitely.
we have more than that. But it's just
Yeah.
we like to just
Yeah.
kind of be...
In fact, we have so many subscribers. We don't even care if you want to subscribe to that little button right there.
Right, don't bother clicking that
And
one.
yeah, there'll be some more videos over here. If you want to click them, fine. If you don't, it's all right because we're rolling in subscribers.
Yeah, just slide the screen down quick, and then you can hit the little X button. It's pretty easy to do. Don't bother hitting those videos.
Nah.